is a Toronto native.
Long names don't care. Really?
Who?
A Toronto native. He's born in Toronto, Canada. Okay. But OJ Santiago is a former National Football League football player. He was a tight end in the NFL. And wait a minute, let me give you a list of teams. Don't trip. Okay. Let me tell you about this brother. He played for the Atlanta Falcons, the Dallas Cowboys, the Oakland Raiders, and the Cleveland Browns. All the adversaries of my Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think I got beat by all of them. He was also drafted not only by Atlanta Falcons, he was drafted by the Montreal Alouettes and the Canadian football team. Yeah. Both teams drafted him the same year he was coming out of college. Now, what tripped me out is that he went to Kent State University. One of my dearest friends went to Kent State University back in 1972. Both of us ran track, and he was a better football player, so he went. Kent State gave him a scholarship, and he actually ran in the Olympics. But he's from Miami. But Kent State alumni, and my friend Gerald Tinker went to Kent State, and but this guy, academically excellent at Kent State University. Wow. In 1998, he helped the Atlanta Falcons reach the Super Bowl. Wow. No, not just was on the team. No, he was a serious player, and a lot of the reasons that they got there is because of him. He scored so much that when he got in the end zone, he made up a dance called the Dirty Bird. Oh! Seriously, when you see all the players that's doing all these dances and stuff now, one of the first that danced in the end zone when he scored a touchdown. After a successful career in the NFL, while attending a place called Hope, which is now Hope United, which is new and improved, he dedicated his life to Jesus Christ. Now, really, Pastor Carol should be doing this. He's my friend, but she loved him like a son. I mean, they when them two get together, I just might well go on about my business. But anyway, go on. But this guy, like all of us, try to hold on things too long, and he wanted to stay and keep playing football, and God was trying to say, I want you to go this way. No, I want to get down, sit. But no, God had something for him to do. Not just be a player on the team, but now since I know how to be on the team, lead teams. And when God called him to ministry, we tripping. We was having this conversation back there, and basically how God calls us, and he was thinking, oh man, I gotta move back. Well, I ain't gonna tell you a story. I'm gonna stop that right there. His passion for prayer, the word, and single Christians is evident in his ministry. OJ has a powerful message to singles and young adults, all of us young adults. OJ is a popular motivational speaker to the business community. He does team building, and that's why. Get ready, make sure you take notes. I'm gonna have Pastor Josh ask y'all some questions. If you don't have the answers, he got some nuggets that he's gonna drop on you. Write them down. Don't let Satan steal them from you when he give them to you. But he's the proud father. If he ain't proud of nothing else, of Olivia and Isaiah, his kids. The greatest honor that I can do tonight is present Minister OJ Santiago. Stand to your feet. Stand to your feet. Give him some cheering. Give him some cheering.
You absolutely will not see the Dirty Bird out of here. Hopefully you won't be able to find it online. you know that's as good as it's gonna get all night.
No.
All right, it doesn't get much better. Man, this phone opened up. I got some notes in there. I want to make sure I get to. Well, it's a pleasure to be here. When Josh and I talked about this a couple weeks ago in Atlanta, I got really excited. One, because like you said, I started off coming to church on a regular basis in church. Now I always got a little bit of word in me through school and whatnot coming up as a kid, but we just never went to church and didn't think it was important. And actually, that was a lot to do with my mother. She just didn't. Her thoughts about church were she was a history teacher, and she felt that religion caused a lot of wars throughout history. And she's right about that. A lot of people fought, a lot of people died, all right, based on religion. And she just felt like when you get too into something and you get too overzealous for something, she said it just bad stuff happens and they kill people for their beliefs. And she said, and if you want to talk about church, she said, all those people in church on Sunday is because they raised hell all week long. And if they would just act right, they wouldn't have to be there on Sunday. That was my mom, and that's how she rolled, all right? I guess there's some sense to that, all right?
I like that.
No better, all right. So we never, something that God people is important, all right? And the enemy will try to steal information from you and have you believe it's not more than that. It's a way deeper than that, we know that, all right? There's one way to get where we all want to get to, and that's through Jesus Christ. That's it. All right. That's John 14:6, all right? The way, the truth, and the life, all right? The only way to get the Father's through.
Yep.
Right. So this scripture right here, if anyone looked at it all right, and you might have looked in a different version, I don't even read this one all the time, but this just fit, and I really liked it when I came across it, all right? Happy are those who hear the joyful call to worship, for they will walk in the light of your presence, Lord, all right? So what he's saying there, you might hear it if you see a different version. If you read your Bible and it's something a little bit different, it'll change up a little bit along the lines of those who hear the noise or the call, all right? What they're talking about in that is a horn, all right? And that's the call to action horn.
Yep.
All right, so that's a horn or a trumpet that blasts, all right? And that's to call people in to serve. All right, reminds me of football where you used to hear that horn. For us, it was practice time. You hear that horn, and it's time to roll. That means it's time to strap up. All right, there's gonna be some heavy hitting, and we're gonna go. We're gonna run. All right, similar what the Lord is saying here. All right, so I want to talk tonight, man, about teams, because you guys are a team. All right, and Josh wanted the team to be encouraged. I've been doing a lot of that lately. It's a joy to be in here. I don't have to be as guarded when I speak, because you know how it is in corporate America. You can say some things and some things they don't like you to say. Sometimes I just say what I want to say, and then, you know, if people look at you in the back room, they're cringing. The people who invited you, like, oh man, he's saying you can put a little God in there, it'll be okay. All right, they're not too crazy about that. You can put a little God in there as long as you don't say which God. All right, but you start to say Jesus and stuff like that, and boy, they act like it's a big deal. All right, so tonight we can say it all we want.
Yeah.
And I like that. All right, I like that. So tomorrow, I'm very excited about that as well. All right, the first time I was ever in a pulpit anywhere was Josh's father. I'm sure you guys catch him around here every now and then, right? Bishop Brownlee, right? But he had I had done a men's meeting on a Saturday, and we did the men's group. That was my first time speaking about anything church related, and I spoke there to the men's group, and I guess it went well, because the next morning Pastor Marlon calls me at like 8 o'clock. Like, man, Bishop said to come to church. And I said, well, the roof must be leaking. You know, somebody's car, we got to fix something, do something real quick. And he said, no, he wants you to come in there and do the same thing he said yesterday in front of the church. And I said, what do you mean? I said, the whole church? He said, yeah, the whole church. And I said, come on, man, I can't do that. He said, Bishop's going to help you. He'll be up there. So long story short, we went up there, and you know, with his help, that was the first time I stepped in there. And then when he came to the second service, I believe it was 10:30, 10:45, something like that, he said, you know, you're going to do this one by yourself. And now listen, that was still a lot easier than the first one. The first one was tough. You know what I'm saying? So the first one was tough, and there was a lot of people that was in Cooper City over there at the church, right? So either way, that's how it started. So to be back here now again at a second go round tomorrow, it'll be an emotional day for me. So I'm glad we get a little time, which is an intimate time here now, right? Before we hit the thing tomorrow. All right, so a little bit less official. All right, tonight. But I still want to talk about teams. I want to talk about teams and building teams. All right. So I played on teams my whole life. All right. We're talking about all the way from sports growing up. I played on good teams, bad teams. All right. That was for everyone.